Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Lorraine 15551, the Tier 8 French SPG. It's located on the south spawn of Erlenberg, and it's under the command of BertholomaeusRexodus44x2. 2 marks of excellence on the barrel, so he obviously knows how to use the 155mm howitzer on this very fast Arty. Yes, it's got a top speed 60 kilometers an hour, so it can zoom about the battlefield very quickly. In fact, it was designed from the Lorraine 40-ton tank, and that's one of the reasons why they were never built in production, because when the Lorraine 40-ton tank was cancelled, there was no vehicle to base the artillery on, and they didn't go ahead with the contract. It is like its younger brother, you could say, the Lorraine 15550. I say younger brother, it's actually older brother, because that one was designed in 1950. This one was designed in 1951, and that's why it says 15551. Okay, we've got an enemy AMX 51B, and he takes some splash damage from that shot. Good shot, very fast in. Sometimes it's nice to hit an enemy tank right at the start of the battle. It upsets them quite a bit if all of a sudden they get struck out of nowhere and they thought that artillery wasn't actually on their case. But when they do get hit like that, it can be pretty devastating. Okay, we've got a Cranbon. Can't get an easy shot on him, but we can certainly hit this Caliban. He's dialing in to try and get the shot through that gap into the Caliban. British Tier 8 Premium Heavy. Bounce out, looks good. Oh, hits the wall instead. That's unfortunate. More than likely that Caliban's going to go elsewhere. But he's still there for the moment. Now we do have an E100. Problem with him is that if we aim slightly to the right, we've got the tower blocking his shot. So we're going to try and splash him. And he does for 199. Now these 155mm shells will actually do 680 output if they penetrate, and 45mm of pen with a 7.6 meters burst radius. Now that Cranbon's trying to be sneaky and get round the T28 prototype there, and if we put a shell into him, it's certainly going to upset his day. Bounce out. Yes, he gets a hit for 208. Okay, going back to the E100. And there's a TNHT Viz 51 there now. Rounds out straight away, and another 88 hit points from Splash. The standard reload for this Arty is 26.75, at least. I think that's 26.75. No, it's 28.76. My mistake. Yes, I have to use the glasses every now and then. And we can see that Bartholomaeus has 24.24 seconds, so he has taken it down by 4 seconds, and he puts another big hit onto the Cranbon, this time for 390 hit points. And I'm sure he's hurting about that, because that is quite a strike. Okay, looking elsewhere. Is there any targets we can get shots on? Well, one of the big problems is those tanks over by the farmhouse are actually fairly close to him, so he might have to bug out of that position and move to the east side of the map. Our guys are holding them back for the moment, so he's planting shells into the Cranbon, rounds out, and he gets a big hit again, 306. Non-penetrating shot, but it all racks up, and that Cranbon's not going to be able to survive for much longer if he keeps getting hit like that. The Caliban's making an even bigger mistake because he's trying to climb over the rubble, and that's going to put him in shooting distance of our ST2. But it's also going to allow Bartholomaeus to put a round into him, and he does for 213. Makes him a one shot. And oh, he lost a lot from that hit. 439. He's still trying to get at the ST2, and the Cranbon's decided to go around, but he'll find that he's blocked from that direction. Okay, we're going to put a shot into the Caliban. Could be a kill shot. Rounds out. It is. Okay, so we've stopped him. And that's our first kill of the game. In fact, actually, it's the first kill of our team in that battle. Amazing, isn't it? It's been going for over 5 minutes, or close to 5 minutes rather, and yet nobody got killed on by our team. Well, at last we've got one. Bartholomeus is going for the TNH, won't get a direct hit. In fact, actually the shell impacts on that building, and so we don't get anywhere near him. And oh, we just lost the ST2. He decided to go in against the cranbar and he got shot by the AMX-50B from around the corner. Now, I'm not sure that Bartholomeus can get a hit on the AMX-50B from this angle. It might be a good idea for him to change his position to get a better angle on the enemy. But he does get some splash, and the AMX-50B is now down to a one-shot for 196. So, yes, at least we can end him on the next shell if he stays where he is. Now, we're only one tank down on the enemy, so it can still go either way. This could be a kill shot from Splash. No, it impacted the building on the wrong side this time. We can't get a shot in the LT-432. He's taking shelter from that in that building, or next to the building. In fact, the only ones we can get a hit on now, the TNH there. We might be able to get a shell through the gap. No, he's on the move. And he's actually gone behind the building now. So he fires in anyway, on the off chance that it does splash him. But I think he actually... Oh, we did get some stuns. So, and we're getting stun assist. Our guys are shooting in. In fact, it was the Vegetto who's doing that. Okay, the AMX-50B is a one-shot. And if he stays where he is, Bartholomeus is going to get another kill. Because he is definitely likely to go down. Rounds out. Yep, that's a kill. That was a good kill, that one. Clean kill. After all, he was the one who actually did all the work to get that hit points down. But now the E100 is very close. And he does need to stop that one because he's still got a lot of hit points. And yeah, could be fairly damaging. Now he's just behind the house at the moment. If we splash the shell, that might do some damage. And that's what he's doing. So he fired the shell. He did get some stun on him, but he didn't actually get any splash. Okay. We're 2 up on the enemy now, so things are starting to turn in our way. And there's the Doom Turtle, the T95, just behind that building. Okay, can we get a shot between the gap? Fires in. That might have splashed the Doom Turtle. It might have stunned him at the very least. And in fact, actually, he is stunned. But unfortunately, he pumps around into the TVP, and I think he's got the 105mm gun because he didn't do a whole lot of damage. And the TVP is now shredding him, and he's gone. So things are now going very well because we're 3 tanks up on the enemy. We can't see the E100. He must still be there. The problem is, if we head towards the cap area, then we might miss the opportunity to get a shot. And in fact, he is now on the way to the cap area. Can we get a shot on target? Rounds out. Well, he hits him for 175. He's still moving. We're relying on our teammates to put the shells into him. He's still stunned. We might get some stun assist. We've lost sight of him. We need our teammates to get him in sight for us to hit him. Fires blind. Oh, he got a hit! He definitely got a hit, and we saw the brick walls going down, so we know he's on the move, but he definitely got hit, and he's probably stunned at the moment. He just can't see us, and now he's down to a one shot. He's almost into range. Now, we need to be careful. We might get spotted. We get too close. Okay, where is he? There he is. We're loaded. He needs to get a clean sighting. Can't see him at the moment. Backing up, he might get shot at. Not the best situation. Okay, well, the E100 is out of the game. He did get killed, but not by us. We're firing blind. Well, at the moment, what Bartholomeus is doing is firing at the last known positions of some of the enemy tanks. We do know that there was a Lorraine up there. The Lorraine 15551, the opposite number. The enemy team's got a Progetto 46, a T103, and a Noobs 03. Still trying to knock the trees down. Of course, he might have changed position by now. More than likely he has, and our teammates seem a bit reluctant to cross the gap. Oh, now their T103 has just killed one of our guys, the M41 Bulldog, near the castle. Now he's changing his aim, but he's not using the usual method, which of course is to hold down the control key, move your mouse over the minimap and click on the minimap where you want to see using your right hand mouse key. That will take you to see exactly what you want to do, so you won't have to scroll the mouse across the screen till you get the reticule on the area we want to look at. It's a lot quicker. Not every Arty player knows about it, but we certainly try to tell people so that they can get a quicker view on target. Okay, the UDAS has been spotted. Okay, let it settle, let it dial in. Almost. Rounds out. Well, it was on target, bang on target, and the UDAS isn't stunned, so he probably used the first aid kit. But the Kampfpanzer 7 is now trying to pump rounds into him, and yeah, he's gone. And that is the end of the game. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was an ace tanker game for BertholomaeusRexodus44x2 in the Lorraine 15551. He also managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in that one. He got 14. He got a Gauze medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle, and a Confederate as well for hitting more enemies than anyone else on his team. His win rate from that battle, 4,750, which is Super Unicum standard. Now, I did actually, while I was talking about showing you how you can actually change from one part of the battlefield to look at a different part, I actually missed out on the fact that not only did they kill the Progetto 46, and of course we saw the destruction of the T103, which Bartholomeus did actually have a part of, because he did put some rounds into that guy, at least one round in, to collect over 220, I think it was, hit points of damage, and stunning him as well, which meant that his teammates managed to get the kill. But we also missed the kill of the Lorraine 15551 on the enemy team, who suddenly got spotted amongst the trees in the northeast corner of the map, just where, or near where Bartholomeus was firing originally, and he got taken down by one of our teammates before we could even get a look in on that part of the map. So the UDAS was the last kill, and he did actually get some damage on that UDAS. We now know that he did 309 hit points of damage to that guy. So that shell actually did really hurt the UDAS, but he got rid of the stun very, very quickly. But it didn't help him because one of our teammates was there to give him the coup de grace. Anyway, we can see that if we look at team score, that he did get very close to the highest damage, but not quite. The highest damage actually went to the AMX50-120 on our team, got a Brothers in Arms and 3,752 hit points. Second highest damage was the enemy Crampan with 3,603 hit points of damage. And in third place, it was Bartholomeus with 3,148 hit points of damage. And of course, the Gauze medal and Confederate. When it came to kills, it was the TVP T5051. He was a very busy assassin. He did 5 kills in the game. He picked up a Brothers in Arms as well. 4 kills went to the AMX50-120. He was the platoon mate of that TVP. And 3 kills went to the Crampan on the enemy team. And Bartholomeus was in 4th place alongside the TNH TVIS51 on the enemy team with 2 kills each. When it came to base XP, though, he was right at the top of the column with that one, with 1,272 base experience points. 1,125 went to the AMX50-120, and 862 went to the TVP T5051 in that game. So only 2 players managed to get over 1,000 base, and Bartholomeus got the top of the column in that one. He fired 22 rounds in the game, got 10 direct hits on the enemy, but none of those shells penetrated. 19 splash, Damage of 3,148, all of it was at more than 300 meters. He possibly would have got a kill at very close range if he'd actually taken out that E-100, but at the moment he was actually going through the bushes. One of our teammates came up behind him, or from across the river, and shot him in the back, and that's why he never appeared, and that's why he couldn't get a shot. He damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 2, so there's a big difference there to get the Confederate. 2,694 hit points of stun assist, a very good amount of stun to get him the ace tanker. 16 stuns as well in total, a large number of stuns, so he must have been stunning multiple tanks. And he did earn a slight loss from the game, 5,740, but that's down to the fact that he did have consumables. If that hadn't been in there, he would have made a profit from the game. A lot of players tend to buy their consumables when they're cheap, when they're half price. They store up all their credits, and as soon as they've got 3 or 5 million credits available, then they wait for Wargaming to actually then sell the consumables at half price, and they just go in there and binge on getting as many premium consumables as they can, so that then they don't have to pay for them during the battle, and it's only 10,000 credits then. But it doesn't show up on the results, which obviously means that you get better results as well. It looks as if you're doing much, much better. He got 1,908 XP. There was no multipliers in that game, but that was a really good game from back in 2022. Yes, it was July of 2022 that battle took place. But BertholomaeusRexodus found it in his folders and thought, yep, I want that one to go down. And it is a good game, actually. The fact that he got an ace tanker, a Gauze, and a Confederate is a good game. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.